Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alright, I just finished cutting the grass, filling the chicken feeders, and checking on all the animals. Went and put a sign up on the range, the 4 rules of gun safety. I've been meaning to put it up for a while. I got some buddies coming Wednesday that are going to do some practicing out there, and I thought, well, better go and get that sign up. So anyway, I want to show y'all something. My buddy Aaron came today and took another, whatever you call them, boards in there that they build their brood on. He took another one with him. He said it's done got back to just about to the population it was before he split the hive. And I don't know why, but they're all outside the box and up under it. And first time I've seen them do that. But I honestly don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it had 5 boxes to begin with. But anyway, I thought y'all, that's about half of the ones that were out there just a little while ago. So they are way out there. All right, I don't have the camera on the tripod. I was going to show y'all. I'm standing down here by the honeybee hive. This is what it looks like from the back. I'm 100 yards from that telephone pole, the furthest one. That's how big the area that I cut is. All the way over to the tree line over there. That's another 100 yards roughly. So, all right. I did pick the garden today. I had not picked it in a couple of days. I knew I had some squash and zucchini that was needing to be picked, but I had not picked it because, or the early peas. I hadn't picked anything because I just didn't have the time really, and I knew they'd be all right getting a little bit bigger. But I picked 2 baskets overrunning today of squash, early peas, and zucchini. So Tony at R&W Farmstead told me to dig beside this potato plant the one that I hadn't dug out of the red potatoes here, and see if I saw anything. Well, I dug right up to the side, right about there, and found a big white potato up under there. So one of my grandyoungins must have planted one of these potatoes, the white potatoes, in this red potato bed. And that's probably why it wasn't as ready as early as the red potatoes. Now the red potatoes, the packet says ready in 70 days. I dug them all at 93. So on 90 or 94, something like that. So they were well past their packaging time. I did finish filling that grow bag there. I've got 7 more bags to fill. But y'all look at this. That squash has already came up last night. That one, let's see if I can get it on camera, has broke through the ground right there. The squash is actually coming up under there. And then the other zucchini also came up. So those 4 that I planted a week ago have already come up. Now, of course, that one's still breaking through, but it's coming up. So we're supposed to get a bunch of rain this week, and if we do, I'm not going to be able to come out here and dig, but I want to come on out later this week if the weather allows, or maybe the end of the week, and dig these white potatoes and get them out. I don't want them to rot in the ground, and we've got a bunch of rain forecasted. Matter of fact, it sprinkled here. I'll show y'all what the sky looks like. It sprinkled here just a few minutes ago, and it wasn't enough for me to get off the mower because I was almost done. I went ahead and finished cutting the grass, and I thought I'd show y'all the honeybees and what the yard looks like I do every year. I'll show y'all what it looks like once I get done cutting. I still need to do some weed eating around the house, which I did a few weeks ago, but it needs it again. And it's been a long weekend for me. I've spent a lot of time outside this weekend. So I'm going to include a couple of pictures at the end of this video. I apologize. bending my arm since I don't have it on tripod. But I did do another seed tray today. My sister came over and got some eggs. Let me flip this back around. She came over and got some eggs, and I started all these seeds in here today and watered them down good, and I re-watered those. They done dried out a little bit. Not dry, but they dried, and none of them have come up yet. So I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right, but I'm hoping I'll do better with this set. I took a picture of it, and I'll put it at the end of this video so y'all can see what all I planted. And hopefully one of them 2 trays is going to have some, you know, some seed sprout and grow, and I can transplant into the garden. So that's the idea. All right. I usually wear my big sun hat when I'm out here doing stuff, but I laid it somewhere the other day and I didn't see it, so I just grabbed this hat here. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it's one of the ones I wear once in a while. And let me flip back around. All right, I did prune the zucchini and squash a little bit today, and they did not like the carrot tops when I threw them in there. They stayed there until they wilted pretty much, but you see they're getting the zucchini and squash leaves, and they're eating them. And I even cut my onions. I cut a lot of the green off the onions so I could lay more up there. I went ahead and pulled them today. Some of them, you know, this is probably the smallest one, but it's okay. I'll leave them here, let them dry, and they'll be good when I'm ready to, you know, when I need an onion, I'll have them out here. So that's all I planted. I should have planted a whole lot more is what I'm learning. But I'll turn around here. They're eating those onion leaves, and they're eating the squash and zucchini leaves, and I'm pleased with that. So the tape is still doing pretty well over there. I haven't seen any birds messing with blueberries. They're not ready yet, but the birds usually beat me to the first round of them. So, all right, something else I told y'all I was going to have to do, the water tanks. You see them over there. While Aaron was here, when he finished with the honeybees, he helped me roll my telephone poles. Let me get over there so I can show y'all. He helped me roll those poles back a little bit. And I decided I had to drain those tanks because I had to move them out from under that tree limb. And if you look here and straight up, I'm right past the end of the limb. So if that limb breaks, it's going to come down and destroy this fence. But it's not going to hit my pump house or my water storage tanks. So it is time for me to hose those off and get them cleaned up, because they weren't covered very long. I didn't have those covers, you know, for a long period of time. So I need to hose the inside out and clean the tank out again, hose the outside, and then refill those tanks and add my chlorine to it so they won't, you know, it won't grow algae. And I put them up on top of the poles there, because when I'm ready to set those poles, I can drain those tanks and get them out of the way, because they're going up in the tower. So just wanted to show y'all, that was a lot. From where they were sitting right here, it drained 550 gallons, and it reached all the way to the other end of the Rhode Island Red chicken run area across the back here. So that was a lot of water. But if I could afford it, I'd have 4 of them tanks, but I can't. But anyway, and these poles that I put up here were for the fencing when I was going to put goats back here. But since I'm going to move the chicken pens back yonder, I'll probably put a much bigger area here. It's not going to be as big, you know, as the chicken run now. I may stop it 10 feet short from where it is now, so I've got more yard room there. But it would definitely double the size of this area across here and go all the way back, and then I can put some goats in, or pigs, or whatever. So I don't know yet. That's a long ways down the road. I've got my hands full with what all I've got. So, all right, I'm fixing to get busy. I'm gonna clean his water bucket and refill it. I've got to fill Sparky's feeder. It's got about 2 pounds left in it, so it holds 25. So I'm gonna fill his feeder up, clean his water and refill it, and then I'm gonna start cleaning these off if this weather holds off long enough for me to do it and not get wet or get struck by lightning. So Tony down at RNW Farmstead, he did a live today and was showing how hard it was raining at his place, which is good. That's where all the wildfires were. They need it worse than we do. But it also had some hail, and I could see the hail on his live video when he hit the ground. I mean, somebody riding by on a go-kart about the 15th time today. But I could see the hail on the ground through his video when he was standing under his porch. That was good size hail. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here, try to get Sparky taken care of, and then those water tanks. Once I get them cleaned and filled up, then I'll put the cover back on them. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. Remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.